Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is Jen with Home Eunice Plans, and in today's video I will be doing my first weekly spread in my Archer and Olive Traveler's Notebook. I am so excited about this. This is a completely different style of plan. Well, it's not no, it is completely different style of planning. If you've been watching my channel for some time, you'll know I have always done my planning in a 7x9 planner. I did downsize to an HP Mini a couple years ago. And this year I took a turn and decided to dive into the world of journaling, and I discovered the Traveler's Notebook size in Archer and Olive, and it's the first time in several years that I've been so excited about a planner, about the prospects and possibilities of a planner, because it gives me that ability to freeform plan, but also have a functional setup as well. I have taken so much inspiration from so many bullet journalers, but also some Hobonichi Weeks planners as well, just because the size is kind of similar. It's not the exact same size, but it's small enough to where it kind of gives off those vibes. Yeah, I am so excited about this. The stickers I will be using, they're actually freebies that I got in my Saucy Stickers Co. order from Black Friday. They were the Black Friday tiered freebies, and there were 2 sheets, and I was like, that's perfect for what I want to do in this weekly spread. Now, I will say, I did do the outline of the boxes, like my setup, my grid setup, off camera, because this, like I said, this is my very first weekly spread in this planner, and I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, this is going to be a hot mess express. I don't want to show my struggle on here, just because I didn't know how I would like it. Luckily, I did like the base setup in pencil, went and erased it, and then I went in with my fine liner to outline. And it was still really rough. Like, I go in and I use stickers to cover up some of my smudges because I'm new. This is a brand new thing for me. So my setup for this planner is I have my weekly grid, my like Monday through Sunday, on the left-hand side, and then above that I have a mini calendar to highlight what week we're in, and then on the right side I have all this open space, and at the very bottom I have a habit tracker. I really like weekly habit trackers. I used to put them in my 7x9 EC planner, and I really liked tracking my workouts, how much water I was drinking, my skincare, things like that. So that's something that I've kind of been missing in my functional planner life, is a weekly habit tracker. So I decided to throw that in here, just so I can track some things throughout the week, workouts, water intake, skincare, all steps, all kinds of things like that. I went with a layout that is kind of familiar to me. Whenever I was in an HP Mini, it was a very similar setup where the weekly grid, the Monday through Sunday boxes, were on the left-hand side. And then I had a page on the right where it was more freeform, and it was open for like notes, extra deco. So this format I did go with something that I was a little bit more familiar with. I had all these ideas where it's like, oh, let me see about using a Hobonichi Weeks style setup. And in my brain, I'm like, no, sweetie. Stick with some things that you're going strange, like hardcore. Let's reel it back in. Let's be realistic. Let's ease your way into some different layouts. Let's go with something that's a little bit more familiar, which I'm really glad that I did, because the end result I was really, really happy with. I did outline the Monday through Sunday boxes with some foiled washi strips from Panda Design. The foil that I chose to go with was rose gold. I did a lot of silver in the yearly setup of this planner and also the monthly setup. So when I got to this weekly spread, I was like, you know what, let's change it up just a little bit. Let's use some rose gold foil. So I pull in a lot of rose gold accents, some snowflake foiled pieces, which you'll see me pull in a little bit later. I pull those in from some old $2 Tuesdays from Sadie Stickers. Right now, I'm just going in and I'm outlining some of these boxes because, like I said, whenever I was drawing out the grids for the weekly boxes and the habit trackers, it was, I mean, even though I did the rough draft in pencil, when I did go in to go over it with my fine liner, I still smudged it. I'm still getting the hang of this. This is new, and I keep saying to myself, this is all going to be really fun to look back on whenever I'm like, oh, that was my first weekly spread. I remember that. I'm going into this year, into 2025, trying not to put too much pressure on myself to have everything be perfect and just kind of go with the flow in my planner. I think that's part of the issue why I've had some planner retention problems is because I put all this pressure on myself to make sure everything is 100% perfect in order for me to use it. And I don't want to do that with this planner. I'm extremely excited about this, and I'm trying to use the attitude of, you know what? You're learning as you go. Mistakes are going to happen. It doesn't have to be perfect all of the time. And I think going in with that attitude is really helping me in this setup. Because there were a couple of times whenever I was like doing this layout and I was like, oh my gosh, I messed up. I smudged. It looks like crap. I can't post this. And then I had to shift my brain and go, no. That's not the mindset we have this year. We're continuing on. We are riding this struggle bus together. We're learning together. And I'm really enjoying it. I did go in with some of the leftover florals from the New Beginnings kit. Like I said in several of these setup videos, I purchased so many florals, and I'm still in that mindset from whenever I first got into florals where I have to have way more florals. Like I'm like, I don't need 4 sheets of florals, especially not for a spread like this. I could honestly get away with like 1 sheet of florals and I would probably still have some left over, but I'm still in that mindset of, oh, I need all the florals because who knows, the world may end, the apocalypse will happen tomorrow, and what am I going to do without my florals? But because this planner is so small and I'm using more deco and more layering techniques and more creative journaling styles, I don't need as many florals as I used to have. I really like how this page turned out with like the notes section and all of the deco. It gives me that, I've said it so many times in all these setups, but it gives me that creative freedom. I'm really loving the freeform planner setup. I still have all of my functional boxes, and I'm really excited about the size of boxes that I went with. I'll have to count it out. I don't remember the exact grid, like dot grid size of those boxes, but I'm really liking this layout for this particular weekly spread. And I think at least for the month of January anyways, I'm going to stick with this weekly layout, just because it's, like I said, it's familiar enough from planner spreads that I've done in functional setups in like my HP Mini, my half letter, things that I'm used to, where it's familiar enough to where I don't mind going in and laying it down and playing around with stickers. I know what events I can write, what fits, what I can do, and I don't feel this undue pressure of like, oh, I have to fill up these boxes with unnecessary things, like, oh, I have to mark down when I go and work out every day. No, it's enough space in those boxes to write down 1 or 2 important things that are going to happen on those days as they come. I can add an icon as needed. I can go in with my Zig clean colored dot markers as needed. And I'm just overall really excited. And it also, I have a place over on this section where I can write notes, little reminders, if there's a bill coming up, if there's a shopping list that needs to happen, all of that free space for me just to write down like a brain dump of some kind, which I really like that section for. Plus, it gives me an opportunity to use the deco and make things really pretty. Um, as you can see, I did go in with these foiled snowflakes from Sadie Stickers, just giving that little extra zhuzh. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Alicia has stopped doing $2 Tuesdays. I'm pretty sure shops in general have stopped doing $2 Tuesdays. I think the Pretty Pink Coast might still do it, but don't quote me on that. Your girl's been kind of out of the loop for a little while. So if you're curious about where the foils I'm using in this spread came from, they are from an old $2 Tuesday from Sadie Stickers. I added some of those old melting icicles up to that wood grain corner piece up there, and I really love the effect that that had when I wiggle the page. I love adding foil to any spread. It just gives such joy whenever I do a little foil wiggle. The days of the week that I'm using are actually from a Live Love Posh sticker book. It's from a sticker book called Functionally Chic. I have gotten so much use out of that sticker book. I don't know if it's still available. I will have to go onto Live Love Posh's website and see if it is, because I think that is my absolutely favorite sticker book that she's ever come out with. It's just a bunch of functional stickers. It has days of the week, date dots, monthly stickers, boxes, all like things that you kind of take for granted whenever you're doing strictly memory planning in a 7x9. But now that I've been doing more journaling, getting into the more journaly side of things, I'm really relying heavily on like functional stickers like that, because when you have a weekly kit in a 7x9, you have like all the days of the week and all like the things that you need. When you're doing a freeform planner spread, you need days of the week, you need date dots, you need all this stuff. So it's like I'm finding my rhythm, finding my groove, and I'm really enjoying the process here. I had so much fun putting this spread together and adding my own personal touch to it, coming up with like ideas of what is actually going to help me functionally, being realistic about, okay, what am I actually going to realistically come back to in this weekly spread. I don't want to put a bunch, like, obviously you get inspired when you see things online, but you have to like actually think to yourself, is this going to functionally work for me? And I'm really excited with like my process of what I'm finding is working for me in this planner, and I'm really excited to see how this layout works and everything. What I'm doing now is I'm just going in and I'm adding a couple more of the snowflake foil deco pieces to the days of the week boxes, just to give a little bit more foil zhuzh and goodness for whenever I do that little wiggle. I had so much fun with this spread and really like unlocking some creativity. I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited for the first week of January so I can open this and start planning. I haven't been excited to functionally plan in so long, and it truly, truly excites me that these journals have reinvigorated my desire to want to get organized in my life. To finish off this spread, I'm going up to the mini monthly calendar and just writing in the days of the week. This is the overview. If you have any questions about any of the stickers that I use in the spread, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jen. I do planner things. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope everybody is doing well and staying safe and is looking forward to 2025. And yeah, hopefully I see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.